I think overwhelmed was the first feeling that I think all of us felt.
I think that disbelief and shock in March gave way pretty quickly to excitement at how we can make art under these extreme circumstances.
We have a community who are going to be looking to us for something, whether it's connection, whether it's a program, whether it's, just someone to remind them that there is still laughter and joy out there. And we need to fill that role this year.
Creating our Zoomland Panto was awesome because it was an affirmation in the worst spring in our history, in the power of artists getting together and figuring out what they can do. And we laughed together and we commiserated and we had fun ideas and we had some bad ideas and we made fun of each other for them. We did everything that we would do in a normal process. We just had to do it on Zoom.
And we reached out to, close collaborators who we've worked on pantos with before and said, basically we're like, we have nothing to show you. We don't know what this is gonna look like. We don't know how long we're gonna do it for. We know nothing. Will you do it with us? And they all said yes.
And we got to connect with an audience. I mean, it was in the YouTube comments section and it was on Zoom, but it was connection. It was actual give and take with an audience.
And then we had to turn our sights to Summer Arts Workshop, which is, the cornerstone of what this theater does.
The hardest thing about Workshop Reimagined was missing all of the people that we would normally see in a summer, working with a fraction of the students and working with a fraction of our usual staff. We have such an incredible seasonal staff that comes back year after year and grows and learns with all of our extraordinary students, and not having all of them with us, we felt that loss.
We suddenly had kids for 8 weeks straight. And it was a blast. It was really, really, really a blast.
The students that we did have in our Workshop Reimagined online program, we got to spend so much quality time together and we learned so much from our students. They knew a whole lot more actually about the technology we were using and often than we did.
It was so wonderful. And it's so weird to have a thing that was wonderful this year. So much of this year has been like, oh God, that wasn't anything like what I was hoping it would be. And Workshop Reimagined was so beyond what we could have hoped.
We want to take the lessons that we learned in 2020 and apply them forward. And that means changing the way we make art. That means changing the way that we look at education. We've learned so much in this year. We've grown so much, and painfully in this year, but we want to carry that forward. And that's going to require reinvestment.
The support that we get from Giving Tuesday is really an investment in the future of this theater. In the worst of circumstances, we have been able to accomplish so much. And I am so proud of this theater. I am proud to work for this theater. I have been desperately, stupidly in love with theater in the open since I stepped onto our campus, and I have never been so in love with it as now. Because it would have been just as easy to give up this year. It would have been easier to give up. It would have been so much, and we had a perfect excuse to lie down and say, we can't do any of the stuff that we normally do, so better luck next time. And we did not take that as an answer.
It costs money to develop programs that address the needs and the concerns of our community, and from social justice to the real mental crises that we are going to be experiencing coming out of this traumatic experience. We want to be here to face those problems with creativity and with empathy and with generosity. And we hope that you can help us with that.
I hope you'll join us in supporting Theater in the Open on Giving Tuesday, December 1st, 2020.